step by step to guide, step by step guide to become Python full stack developer. To become full stack Python developer. That is our title here. Full stack Python developer. That is our title. That is our title. Okay. So what is the step-by-step guide to become a full stack Python developer? This is what I'm trying to explain in the class. And this you can take it as a workshop, or you can take it as a some type of explanation. Those the people who are in dilemma that what to learn and how to become an industry programmer, I'm going to give you here. So here I will like to write one more thing called what full stack Python developer, Python full stack developer, Python full stack developer roadmap. I can say roadmap in 2024. In 2024, what type of skill set you need to get it to become a full stack Python developer, or is a roadmap for becoming full stack developer? This is what I'm going to discuss in the classroom. And dear students, this going to be, and my new batch is going to start, and I'm going to announce here a new batch is going to start. A new batch is going to start on Monday. On Monday, that is December 2nd, Monday, that is 2nd December, 2024 at 6 p.m. at 6 p.m. IST. 6 p.m. IST. So by the name myself, it's going to be the myself. I'm going to talk about this is by KVR. It is going to be started by me on 2024 December 2nd December 2024 6 p.m. A new Python batch is going to start. There, what will be the roadmap in 2024? The learners must follow. The learners must follow, or the people who are already in the development of this course, you are supposed to understand this entire thing. So what I'm going to discuss as a part of that, let us clearly try to understand. So I'm going to discuss the varieties of things, what we are going to discuss as a part of that. Every learner or who is migrating their career from non-IT sector to IT, especially in full stack Python, or any IT employee who is who need to polish their skills and want to enter into the Python domain, I'm going to talk about the roadmap. The roadmap for 2024. The first part I'm going to discuss for a few minutes about full stack Python developer roadmap. Here that I'm going to discuss. Number one, I'm going to discuss. And the next one I'm going to discuss about, the another one I'm going to discuss about how to become full stack Python developer, how to become a Python full stack developer in 2024, how to become a full stack developer in 2024. That is what we are going to discuss in the class. What type of skill set we need to acquire to get the job. Next, we are talking about next a role of full stack Python developer, role of full stack developer in companies, in software companies. What will be the role of full stack developer in software companies? That I'm going to discuss. Okay. Next, I'm going to discuss about one more thing, prerequisite. Prerequisite. So I'm going to write a very, very important point, students. Prerequisites. So I'm going to talk about prerequisites to become Python developer, full stack Python developer, to become full stack developer? What are the prerequisites to become full stack developer? That is, what to learn for learning this full stack developer. Okay. Next, we are supposed to understand. What after becoming full stack developer, what steps you will follow in the companies. Steps to be followed. Steps to be followed. Steps to be followed. Followed by full stack developer. Full stack developer during the course learning. Steps to be followed by full stack developer. Followed by next, for full stack developer, what are the alternative field to work in? Alternative job opportunities. Alternative job opportunities. Alternative job opportunities. Opportunities for full stack developer. What will be the full stack developer for another alternative field? And then why Python is becoming so popular? And I want to show you some statistical information about full stack Python developer in the real world. So next I will go for statistical information, statistical information, statistical information, information about Python, full stack development in worldwide. So this I am going to talk about it in the class. Dear students, this is what I'm going to discuss. This is my indexing today. So carefully follow. A lot of people will be having a dilemma after engineering or graduation or MCA or MTech or any type of people who completed their graduation or engineering or degree or any kind of people who are from non-IT sector. Even from IT sector who are having different type of things. What are the various job opportunities? What is the roadmap for learning this full stack Python? I'm going to discuss one by one. So, my dear students, I think is my index is clear for everybody? Is my index is clear? Can you respond once? Is my index is clear? Respond. This is my title, which is going to be purely for upcoming programmers, which I'm going to discuss in the class. Okay. So let me talk about, and last we'll go for the doubts, the students' doubts. I'm going to take it. Students' doubts, we are going to take about it. Students' doubts and face to face, there is nothing but what? One-to-one doubts, I will go for it. One-to-one doubts, I will clarify. Doubt clarification at the end of it. And what are all the doubts you people are having? All those doubts I'm going to discuss in the classroom. So let's start about what will be the full stack development, what will be the various roles, and how the roadmap will be. This is my today's index. So first one, I'm talking about the first part I'm going to take up here. So the first part I'm going to take up, that is full stack developer roadmap here. So let us start discussing about what will be this full stack development role. So here, the first part, we need to understand a little bit about full stack developer information. All the students need to listen carefully. Python is one of the general purpose programming language. Python is going to be one of the most popular programming languages used by a lot of developers as on today. Due to its easiness and then versatility, and then multiple businesses are integrating full stack Python development for streamlined different operations. The meaning is why Python is becoming more popular in 2024. Of course, not only in 2024, we are in 2024, how this Python is so big, so popular. And while I am explaining this, I would like to show you statistical information about the Python in worldwide so that you can understand why this is much demanding in the present world. I just want to go for giving you. And as I said, Python is one of the most popular programming language used by developers in various companies. Why? Why this is going to be used by everybody? Python is going to be easy of its usage in the programming and its versatility, and multiple businesses are integrating with full stack Python development for streamlining different type of operations involved. And this is also increased for the demand for full stack developers with in-depth Python knowledge. Because as on today, when you take Python programming, it is almost emerging into every technology, every field of it. If you take mechanical field, if you take agriculture field, if you take weather reporting field, whether you take insurance field, financial sector, in every aspect of it, present days, Python is becoming a default programming language to learn it. Even in educational sector, Python is becoming a minimum language to be learned. And I want to show you as a part of that one small website here I want to bring into your notice. The ranking of Python, there is one website, a software quality company, that is a TIOBE index. Why Python is going to be dominating all other programming languages? I am not against to any one of the programming language, but why this is going to be the topmost programming language in the world? And see this, the statistical information, if you follow it carefully, it is going to be like this. And try to follow me carefully. TIOB is a software quality company. It is one of the software quality company based on the industry demand, based on the people's usage in the software field. This company is conducting the survey for every month. Every month it is going to give you the survey. Month to month it is going to have the changes. So let us look into that. This is going to be the survey which is made by this TIOBE company in 2024. Accordingly, it's a survey, and you can read out even after the session is over, you can read out. And I'm showing the directly survey point here. The Python programming language, you try to observe it. The Python programming language, if you observe here, is having ranked number one language in the world. Why this Python is a ranked number one language? I'm going to show you its importance and its development in our software companies. The top world 30 companies uses Python. When topmost product-based companies uses Python, definitely project-based companies will definitely use this Python language. And what are the 30 topmost companies uses? I'll show you one important documentation for you. Carefully try to follow. In 2023 also, same ranking is there. In the last 5 years onwards, Python is going to becoming as a ranked number one language. So as on today, if you take it, the Python is going to the world ranked number one language. In the second position, we have C++. If we go to the third position, it is in Java. If we see last before months, Java was in fourth position and C was in second position. And in 6 to 7 years back, if you see, Java was in the first position. Now Java is in the third position. So why this is more popular language? Because Python is used in every industry, every field as on today. That's why every learner, every person who is from non-IT field and non-kind of Python expert has to migrate to the Python, because there are plenty of opportunities will be there for the Python programmers. What are those opportunities and how they are available? One by one, I'm going to enter into this. Let us most enter into the further. Now I'm going to show you. This is all not going to be an individual opinion. It is an opinion of the industry experts. One should not feel that a friend is saying something that and this we are all not considering. We are all from industry background. We are supposed to understand all the things in this. Whether a fresher or experienced, that is not a matter. How well you will write the coding, that matters a lot in the software industry. Whether an experienced, you don't know coding, they will not be selected in migrating. If any person who is having lot of coding skills, they will be selecting. I have plenty of examples in my classes who are having good coding standards. They are in double-digit package as on today. A fresher who is completing just BTech, a fresher who complete just BCA with excellent coding standards, they are in good companies. And the persons who feel some type of friend-related words or something, Python is for experienced people, that is a wrong opinion. And the companies which are going to be there, as an industry experts, I am saying to you, as an industry programmer, I am telling to you, the survey which I shown you, and the importance and the top 30 companies which uses Python in my demo session, in my roadmap of it, I will explain one by one. This is called Python is going to be one of the top most world popular programming language. Anybody says something else only for experienced, that is all called what? Wrong intention, wrong opinion. Because this is going to be having what? The statistical information we are having. All the languages kind of things which is going to be shown here. Not only this, students, I am going to show you one more kind of thing. Carefully try to follow. When you go to this, TIOB, Tech Republic, it is also going to be a good company. They are also going to be showing you something like this. Let us follow this carefully now. I am going to show you here. Observe it. In 2020 programming languages, top 10 programming languages in November 2024, Python. And if you come back to this area, top 2024 in 2024 October, Python is a ranked #1 language. Top 10 programming languages in September 2024, Python still ranked #1 only. Top 10 programming languages in August, Python is on the top, Java is in the 4th. And the top 10 programming languages in July, Python and Java is in this place. Top 10 programming languages in June, still it is in like this. And if you know about it, because we have lot of students who is having an experience of what 16, 17, 18 years of our students are there who are working in topmost companies. This is the world topmost companies information I am giving it, not startup levels or something else I am giving it here. Okay. So coming to this point here, one more kind of information I am giving it, statistical information I am showing, statisticstimes.com. What these statistics? This statistics is across the world. In France, how it is. In France, how it is. In somewhere else, how it is. Now I'm going to show you one by one in the class. Try to follow. We are learning the technology importance here, how technology is going to be available here. I see that Python is going to be having the world topmost programming language, how it is proving by itself, its versatility. TIOB index in the overall picture, and observe it, Python is a ranked #1 language. And observe this now, Python in worldwide, Java is in second, Python is the topmost. And that too, it is in positive code sharing, it is in negative code sharing. And if we come back to this now, Python usage in US, most of the projects will be from US market only we are getting it. Python in US, 34.72 code sharing is there, and Java is just what? Almost is even 1/3. And the Python in India is 31.32, and Java is still like this only. And Indian market is compulsory, depends on US market. And India doesn't have its own startup kind of projects will be coming. Projects will be coming from different other kind of time zones. And come to this now, project Python importance in Germany. Python, you see, this is having 52.31 code share is there, and Java is having just 20.16, not even 1/3. Coming to next, when you come to next, Python in United Kingdom, Python in United Kingdom and see its importance here. See its importance, how simply it is having. And if you look at Python is having 57.13, Java is having 13.93. Just to see that it is not prepared by some X kind of company or Y kind of company. It is a statistical times. It is a statistical times. Python is having 71.92 in France, and Java, you see that it is not against any one of the language. I am showing the statistical information, and Python is everywhere, not for fresher, not for experienced, not for anything. Who has the most powerful subject, they are going to get a powerful knowledge and powerful opportunities will be coming. This is what is called the statistical information about the Python. Okay, my dear students, when you come to this roadmap of it, now I am going to say why this Python is going to be a world ranked #1 language. Here I am writing here world ranked #1 language here. World ranked #1 language. World ranked #1 language is called what? #1 language is called what? Python. Why it is called Python? Because of what? I can say in simple sentences, because of its easy to use and versatility and multiple businesses operations you can do. You can integrate this Python in different type of operations which you are coming across in real-time projects. And what I'm talking about in a code point of view, I'm talking about it. So these are all going to be a simple one thing. To get a full stack Python developer, the one and only important thing is you must be a good coding developer. Without coding, when we are learning anything, that is becoming simply wasted. So this increases a lot of demand in the present and then even in the next future, because in different domains, this Python is going to be emerging like anything. And moreover, to become a full stack developer, we are highly rewarding. However, before entering to this career path, you will need to learn different skills and tools. So, as a part of this, we understand why this is a ranked #1 language. Because of what? Easy to use, because of its versatility, because of its complete integration with other languages, the Python becomes a world ranked #1 language. And next, I want to talk about how to become a full stack developer. How to become a full stack developer, what we are supposed to learn as a part of this one I am going to discuss again. How to become a full stack developer, now I am going to develop it. And here you need to understand as a part of this, what is full stack developer or who is a full stack developer. I am not typing everything here. You please listen carefully. What is that? What is the full stack development? I just want to write it here. And you need to listen me carefully. What is the full stack development here that we are supposed to understand here? What we are going to get it as a part of full stack development, I am going to give you. I will show you the complete syllabus also at the end of my discussion. And I will go for one-to-one discussion about your online clarification also. Python is one of the beginner-friendly and versatile programming language widely used in front-end, back-end development. While the front-end deals with user experience and the back-end refers to the server side of the application. So in full stack development, we are writing two types of things you need to understand. One is called front end, and one more is called back-end programming. That is called server-side programming. We are going to learn it. So the basic thing is one is called front end and one more is called back end. I will tell you what will be the front end things to learn, what will be the back end things to learn. I am going to explain very carefully. Combining the two, that means a front end and back end, the full stack development oversees complete application development. The Python full stack development aims to provide streamlined user experiences and ensure that application functions properly. Suppose if I want to develop an application for a financial organization, I definitely go for preferring full stack development only. And I may prefer some other kind of development, but you have to remember Python full stack development is deserved as world ranked #1 language because of its easy in using, because of the very powerful libraries are provided. That's why Python is becoming the top world ranked #1 language. The full stack development includes, as a developer, you need to work on front end and you need to work on back end. And the next one, you are supposed to understand why this is becoming the most important, why this full stack development is becoming. So the availability of, in this full stack development, not only front end we are developing, in back end development also, the availability of different frameworks, modules, and libraries present in this Python, and that will give you quick and efficient platforms for full stack development of applications. Therefore, companies prefer full stack developers to work in the front end and back end application development. Even we have non-Python full stack development is also there. But if I take into both of them into consideration, Python full stack development is easy to use and it is able to integrate with a different type of other kind of technologies as well. So Python development is so simple and easy to learn because of what? More number of libraries are present, and that's why full stack development is most suitable for all kinds of people who are entry level, who are experienced, who want to migrate from different environments to this full stack development. So full stack development is not for freshers, is not for experience, is not for something else. No, it is suitable for all the people who are entry level, who are experienced, who are the top experienced, and who are working in project based, who want to work in product based. This full stack development is most suitable. What will be the role of full stack developer? What a full stack developer can do in the software industry, in the companies? That I want to explain here. What you will do as a full stack developer here. One by one I am giving you and carefully try to understand. This is I am giving a simple overview about what will be the full stack developer and its opportunities and all those things in the class. So first one, a full stack a developer should have working knowledge of Python programming language. So what a full stack developer will do? So the first thing the full stack developer must know a programming language called Python. And that is a backbone for all this full stack programming. So there it is going to be Python programming, where it includes core Python, as well as advanced Python. All of them will be there, which I am going to show you the curriculum of core Python and advanced Python in my class. We are going to cover a biggest course curriculum in the class, which you can see our course curriculum with any one of the comparison, you can take it. Our course curriculum is a 60% more than every person, every place type of curriculum you take it. Our course curriculum is 60% more than anybody. So to work as a full stack developer in any software company, the minimum knowledge required is Python programming. And then after knowing about the full stack program, the Python programming, as a full stack developer, you should have complete knowledge about the Python programming language with a complete coding skills and different aspects of front end and back end infrastructures. Using this knowledge, you are tasked to build web applications. The name itself says that front end plus back end includes development of web application. So to develop the web application, there are other competitors are also there. Java, .NET, PHP, there are different competitors are there. But why Python full stack? The reason is very simple. Large number of modules are there. Large community is available. Easy to use, easy to integrate. That's why Python is becoming as a world topmost programming language. And to build well functioning programming or application, The full stack developer should able to help in building the following things. Number one, what he is able to build it. Number one, building. Number one, I am writing it. Building user interfaces. What will be the role of full stack Python developer in the company? Number one, building user interfaces. That is nothing but we are using HTML forms over there, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript we are using. That will be covered as a part of our full stack development. Second one, we are talking about the second one, ensuring responsiveness and functionalities. Ensuring, I'm going to write it, ensuring, I'm using some industry terminology, students. These are all explained in the regular classes with the coding and all those things. Ensuring responsiveness, responsiveness. So, responsiveness and what you know, and functionalities, functionalities. Some words may be bouncing to you. Don't try to get any panic over there. Ensuring the responsiveness and functionalities, that indicates what user hit, for that corresponding hit, the responsiveness is required and the functionality to be provided. Next, handling server side, handling server side, once the user hit some responsive data or user submits the data, handling server side logic, handling server side logic, handling server side logic and functionalities, and functionalities. And what we are going to cover as a part of server side thing, here we are going to call about Django framework we will cover. As a part of full stack development, we are going to cover as what? Django we will cover it. That I will tell you. As a part of full stack development, what will be the course content, that also I will explain to you. At the end of it, I will explain. What a full stack developer is doing, I am explaining now. What a full stack developer is doing, I am explaining in the class. And next we need to understand about interacting with the databases. Interacting with the databases. That means I am going to explain in our regular session how to interact with the databases. Interacting with the databases. How a Python program can interact with databases. As a part of databases, we will cover MySQL, MongoDB. Additionally, we will also take care about the Oracle communication also. So server side programming, we are covering one framework. How we need to go for responsive for every user interaction. How to integrate with the database also, we are going to discuss. As a full stack developer, you must develop all these kind of areas. Next, we need to go for implementing APIs. Implementing APIs. That is nothing but how to develop our own libraries. How to develop our own libraries. In our Python itself, we will develop our own APIs in terms of modules and packages. We will develop that and we will show in the class. And the next, developing product life cycle. Development of product life cycle. Product life cycle. When we are going to develop any real-time project, what type of product life cycle will they take it, or software development life cycle? We will explain all the phases in our project development. As a part of this full stack Python programming, we are explaining minimum 4 projects. In Python programming, we are explaining 2 to 3 projects. When you come to the EDA projects in data science related modules we are covering, there we will explain EDA projects also. Once the full stack development course is going to start, once the full stack development is going to start, we are going to cover minimum 4 to 5 projects we will cover it. A new batch is going to start on Monday, 2nd December 2024 and 6 p.m. IST is going to start. Any friends or anybody else is there, we can intimate. And as a full stack developer, we can do the 6 things. And one more also, I will write it. And one more also, writing. Now I'm going to write it. Very, very important. Writing writing clean under maintainable Python code. Maintainable Python code. Maintainable Python code. That means maintainable Python code in the sense we need to write a complete Python code in such a way that it should take less time complexity and less space complexity. Writing Python code like a kilometers of code is not the case. How well we will write the Python code, that matters a lot. Because all Python code cannot be taken into consideration. Which Python code is a clean Python code and a green Python code, whose time complexity is very less, whose time space is very less, that are called clean and maintainable Python code. And we will explain all test cases which are going to happen in the software field. How a tester can apply on my Python code. All these things we will explain as a part of our class. Right. And next is called what? Using Python libraries. Of course, this is by using Python libraries. This is by using Python libraries, which we call it as what? In Python level, we call it as a modules. And the eighth one is called performing and performing test cases. This is a very, very important, performing test cases and debugging mechanism. We are going to say how to debug the code, how to rectify the errors, how to find the errors, how to handle the errors, that we are going to explain this entire thing through the beautiful concept in Python called exception handling. We are going to do it. As a full stack Python developer, what you are doing in the companies, these many number of operations you will do it. These many number of operations you will do it in the software companies. If anybody asks you tomorrow, what is my role in as a role of Python full stack developer, what he will do in the company? If a fresher is going to the company, he has to explain, I did 4 projects in my class, or I did 4 projects as a part of my company. In that company, that 4 projects, you will do this kind of things. How to do these kind of things in the classroom during the code development, I will be telling all these things. Especially if you take the world most top ranked #1 language, how to do all these things, we are explaining it. So, because of vital role that Python full stack developer playing developing applications and softwares, they rewarded with various benefits. I am giving you the average salary package according to the economy of the industry, the average minimum package, what a full stack Python developer in India I am talking about. In US, in different market, it is very high. In India, 5.5 LPA. This is a minimum package what in India we are getting it. And in different places, Germany, UK, that are all going to be a different type of salary packages will be there. So the most important thing you need to get it is, as a full stack developer, what you will do in the company, I said here. Now, what will be the prerequisite? What will be the prerequisite for learning this full stack development? What you must have it. So I'm going to write it. Prerequisite. Now I'm writing here prerequisite for learning this full stack development. What you need to learn it to become a full stack developer. Dear students, to become a full stack developer, what you need to learn it to build the above responsibilities. Number 1, prerequisite for to become a full stack developer. You must learn complete Python programming. Complete Python programming, which we are going to discuss in the class. What we are going to discuss there? Number 1, we are discussing core Python programming. Core Python programming, number 1. And second one, we are learning about advanced Python programming. Advanced Python programming, we are going to learn it. And we do the projects here. We do the projects here. 2 to 3 projects we do it. 2 to 3 projects we will do it. 2 to 3 projects we will do it, where it includes how to apply the project development life cycle, how to write the clean and maintainable code, how to perform the test cases. All these things we are going to discuss here. Even in developing the API, interacting with the database, how to handle the logic and functionalities, how to go for responsiveness, how to develop the user interfaces. All these things I'm going to develop here. And along with that, we are extra covering for what We are extra covering for what you know, Python for data science. Python for data science also we are going to cover. Here we are going to cover Python for data science also. There we are going to cover the beautiful module called NumPy for highest complex mathematical calculations is concerned. We are going to cover Pandas for data analysis and data analytics. And we are covering about Matplotlib for what you know, data visualization. A complex mathematical, we are covering about linear algebra and what is the importance of this NumPy in the industry and what is the importance of pandas in the industry, what matplotlib will be doing in the industry, we will cover it. And the third part we are going to cover UI technologies. UI technologies we are going to cover. As a part of UI technologies, what we will cover? We will cover HTML, and second one we are going to cover JavaScript. We are going to cover JavaScript, and we are going to cover what you know, CSS. Now we are going to cover it is you know, Bootstrap. We are going to cover it. And next there is one more thing called what you know, either Angular or React, or we are going to cover React. So we are going to cover. And as a part of that, be able to develop a static web project. Here we are able to develop static web project. So static web project. These type of UI technologies required for what? Building user interfaces. For that purpose, you are developing UI technologies. This is a full stack developer. If you want to become, the first two are called becoming a backbone for it. And along with that, you need to develop this. And next, fourth one, you need to learn about dynamic web dynamic and web frameworks. Dynamic web frameworks, you need to learn it. What are the dynamic web frameworks you are learning? Number one, Django, you will be learning it. Number two, we are learning about Flask. We are learning about Flask, and one more is called REST API. The aim of this kind of thing is what? Writing server-side programming. Here I wrote it. Server-side logic and functionalities. There you are following MVT architecture. You are following MVT architecture that you will come across here. This you are developing. The aim of this thing is known as what? Dynamic web project you will develop. Dynamic web project you will develop it. The aim of Django is REST API and all those things is dynamic web project you will develop it. And the fifth one we are going to learn it, database softwares you will learn it. Database softwares you will learn it. As a part of that you are learning MySQL, you are learning it for data persistency purpose you will use it. Next is called MongoDB, you will use it. One is with SQL, one more is with no SQL. This is for data persistency because you see integrating with the database. Fourth role is there. That's why you are learning that. And the next one you are using about next tools you are going to learn it. Tools. What are the tools you are learning? Different type of testing methodologies. Different types of testing methodologies. How to test your code by yourself. And the second one you are going to use Git, Git and GitHub you are learning it. Git and GitHub you are learning it. And next you are learning about what? Some cloud related concept you are learning. So cloud related kind of thing, cloud concepts you are learning. There people will make you to understand AWS and GCP and your favorite answer, Google Cloud Platform. And later you will be getting resume building. These are going to be the prerequisites for learning what? To become a full stack Python developer, one should understand this entire kind of things. And when you come to this, we will be sharing the curriculum for you. That curriculum is so best and it is designed on par with the industry demands. So, my dear students, if you carefully follow, this is the full stack development, only topic names I wrote it, subject names I wrote it. Each subject is having lot of index will be there in that. And next, what you are going to get it? What are the step by step to learn it? Now, what will be the step by step to learn it? How you need to develop it? Step-by-step learning process for becoming what? Step-by-step learning process. Steps to be followed for which developer? Python full stack developer. What are the various steps required for learning full stack developer? And here we need to learn it. What to learn first and how we need to go for it. Number one, first we need to start our career with learning language fundamentals. First we need to start with learning Python programming. Learning Python programming with extraordinary coding skills. With extraordinary coding skills. With extraordinary coding skills. And we are giving a guaranteed for you people. And if anybody don't know any coding, as a part of our classes, we will discuss lot of coding skills, lot of assignments, lot of discussions will be made, and we can't express in a single word how extraordinary coding skills we will provide it. And especially my entire experiences in the industry is related to coding only. That entire coding expertism will be injected in your brain, irrespective of your field, whether you are non-IT or IT, whoever you are, the coding skills are mandatory to get the job. Such a coding standards we are going to inject in your brain, and you can experience it, and you can see that you will be becoming a strong developer. Second one is learning. During this development, you are supposed to learn about front-end development. You are supposed to learn about front-end development. You are supposed to learn front-end development. That is nothing but you have to learn about UI tools. This UI tools, you need to learn it. The third one is going to be called what you need to learn. Explore your backend development. Explore your backend development. So I'm going to write it backend development. That is nothing but you are going to learn it. You are going to learn it. The cloud, that is a dynamic web frameworks you are using it. There is a Django, Flask, REST API. You are going to learn as a part of it. And the fourth one we are going to get it. The fourth one we are going to get it. Practice version control. So next we are going to learn it. Practice version control. That is nothing but I already made you to understand. You are learning about Git and GitHub. Git and GitHub, you are learning about it. As a part of that, you are learning testing methodologies to design the test cases. And the fifth one is called what step of it, and continuous integration and development. And you are going to learn it how to continuous integration. So you are going to get it continuous. So continuous integration and development. So integration and development here. Let me write it integration and development. How to integrate this Python code into other places. And the next we are going to interacting with other kind of things now. So students carefully try to follow now how well this is going to be an important, how well this is going to be an important for you people. So now if you carefully follow, now, these kind of things you need to take care here. So continuous integration and development, and how to go for interacting with a database, how to integrate this Python code in other kind of technologies, we are going to learn it. And the next, we are also going to make you to get a special training and as a part of our full stack development, how to get a certification. Get a certification from authorized bodies. Getting certification. So certification, we are going to give you the training. So certification in the sense not we are going to get a full that is called 10 marks questions are not like that. They'll be giving a code. They'll be giving a piece of code. That piece of code related outputs we are going to. We are having a lot of exercise as a part of our session. We are going to discuss it. And the seventh one we are going to get it. And we are giving practicing assignments. You need to have practicing assignment. How to practice it? We are going to give you complete guidance for you. Practice assignments we are going to give you. After some classes will be conducting, after completion of the data types, we will be giving this. And finally, I would like to conclude that the full stack development is a promising career option for all of you. Python is used for the front end and back end development of websites, softwares, web apps, and it is supported by different tools and frameworks for easy use of development and as well as effectiveness. Therefore, to become a Python full stack developer, you must know Python complete coding and its frameworks and the different aspects of back-end and front-end development. You can learn these skills through both offline as well as online with hands-on experience you will get it. Because as we mentioned it, here we are going to take up 2 to 3 projects as a part of complete Python coding. And here we are going to discuss EDA projects. And this is the most important as on today in the present world, exploratory data analysis. We are going to discuss a lot of, here I'm going to explain around 3 projects as a part of this. So the complete full stack development is not just like different places, the hands-on experience will be provided. And the conclusion is how Python full stack development is important in individual life. And now I want to show you what will be the companies using here and statistical information you have seen, and then alternative job opportunities for full stack developer. I just want to show you what will be the various alternative jobs, what my students are getting it, what my students are getting it. I just want to show you here. I want to show you here. Who can learn this Python programming? Just to try to understand here. Who can learn this Python full stack development? The fresher who never programmed before, the programmers switching from language to Python, the Python programmers and professionals who want to polish their skills. There is a non-IT people also can enter into this, and who are from different background, who are working in non-IT field, ETL projects, non-IT sector completely, they can switch over it. They are working, some of them are non-technical, that is a tech support, they can completely convert into Python. Under the one of the most important thing to remember here is complete coding skills are required. That complete coding skills with hands-on experience, we are providing as a part of our regular sessions. Anyone who passionate their career into the Python domain and any programming developer who are working in different domain, they can come to this Python full stack. And any trainer who want to become a faculty, they can. And what will be the job profiles? As a Python developer, you can work. One is a software engineer, that is a regular Python job. Python developer, that's the same. Research analyst is the highest paid job. That is the main coding required for this is required Python programming. Data analyst, Python programming mandatory. Data scientist, these are the recent jobs what my students placed in different places. Software developer is a old terminology. Senior software developer, old terminology. Python senior developer, old terminology. Next is called what you know, and another recent things, ethical hacker or penetration tester. This is also one of the Python coding is compulsory required. Data journalist, Python coding compulsory. Cloud architect, cloud security specialist, Python coding compulsory. QA engineer, to write the test cases in quality assurance, Python is compulsory. Machine learning engineer as a data science, Python language is compulsory. AI researcher is the highest paid job in the software field. Artificial intelligence researcher, Python coding compulsory. Robotics engineer, Python coding mandatory. Business intelligence engineer, compulsory, Python only we use. IoT development, compulsory, this is required. So your journey starts from here. Your journey starts from here. This is your journey which is going to be. As a full stack Python developer, this is what your journey starts with. So as a part of this kind of thing, one can understand what will be the various things we got it. Alternative job opportunities for full stack developer I shown you. Now students, I'm going to show you what are the various companies the Python is using. Because people will really wonder, is this many opportunities will be there for Python people? Yes, provided You need to have a strong coding skills. Once don't have the coding skills, definitely no jobs. And Python is only the one which they, because it's a trending language, it is not going to see that what you are going to be there in your previous thing, what you have done it, the background verification is also not that much seriously done compared to other coding things. Now coming to this now, I'm taking some small thing. Look at that, what I'm trying to show you here. And I'm going to show some small documentation here and see the title of this now. Very seriously, you look at the top 30 companies that uses Python for success and profits. This itself is a most important, and then how it is going to be Python is an important. How important the Python is and how these companies are using, where they are using, they are showing here. Python has gained, you observe it, Python has gained a tremendous popularity and widely used web application, mobile application, and desktop application mainly used for. And I'm going to say 30 top 30 top Python uses business and how programming languages makes yourself successful and profitable. Why Python is? They are saying that, and it is subject related. Who developed Python and all those things they are saying. And why Python is popular? Given its flexibility, versatility, Python popularly has increased since its inception. According to the TIOB index, Python is a popular language. Look at that. Python is a ranked number one language in 2022, 2023 from so many years onwards. The 30 companies that uses Python. What is that? So listed below are the 30 market gains. Observe this. Market gains. Market gains means not a small companies. Wipro, TCS, HCL will not be there. They are not considering as the companies itself. They are good companies, but see the company names. Definitely one day or the other day, those companies has to follow this market gains. Number one, Netflix. Netflix, maybe everybody heard about the Netflix, where Netflix is used. I'm not reading out this entire thing. I'm using Netflix. We use Python. We use Python to the full content life cycle. See the importance and deciding which content is found all the way for operating CDN server video final 148 million members. So Python engineer at Netflix, he said this word. This is not we are writing it. Netflix people are saying this. Next, Google. See that Google, Google, the world most leading search engine, it is well-known Python software company. See that, students, how well the Python is. And Python is taught by everybody, but I'm talking about what? Python, its life cycle and its product development level we have to teach. The coding is supposed to teach. C language, all the people learn. What happens when you give any real-time application? Nobody is able to do. Python is not a joke what people are explaining. We are only the market leaders to explain the Python programming in detail. What Python is saying at Google. Python has an important part of Google since the beginning and then remains so much system grows and evolves. Today, dozens of engineers use Python. Look at students. This is an answerable to the people who are only freshers will not have, all freshers will have, or seniors will have, all those things. No, see this. This is not we are writing. And the director of search quality at Google, he is writing that. Next is called a Dropbox. My dear students, all of them should listen this carefully. And you have to inculcate the people how Python is an important. And a Dropbox. And the next is Stripe and see that Reddit, these are all called product based companies. The Reddit, you see, the biggest thing that has kept on is on Python. Well, there are two huge things. One are libraries, the libraries for everything. The other thing is keeps us on Python. And this is a major thing, how is readable and writable it is. When we hire new employees, I just say everything you write needs to be in Python. This is one of the important thing you see. And how makes my life is so easier. It extremely expressive, extremely readable, and extremely writable, and that keeps life smooth. This is called the Reddit founder of Reddit only said. It is not a friend is saying, not a somebody saying. These are all called CEO level people. These are the market gains, industry experts, Instagram. Look at Instagram. We initially choose to use Python because of its reputation for simplicity and practicality, which aligns well with our philosophy of do the simple thing first. And this is an Instagram engineering team, not a friend or somebody. Team member is nothing but is almost an expert. They are saying about the Python, and a friend is saying something, that is saying something. No, that are all totally ruled out. Spotify, and everybody uses Spotify, and world largest music streaming service. And see that what they are saying. Speed is a big focus for Spotify. Python fits well into this mindset. Extraordinary. See, and gets us in big wins in speed of development. We also makes heavy use of Python asynchronous frameworks to help services that are IO bound. Super. This is what the importance of Python. Facebook, you see, Facebook. So you see, now Python language is a core for Facebook. It makes up 21% of the whole code base. See, students, what is the importance of that? Code base is nothing but complete coding is done. Quora, see that beautiful thing. There was a bunch of pretty good frameworks for Python available with good debuggers and reloaders and etc. Django, which is there as a part of full stack development. Since the main thing we are building to start websites, this is appealing. Python code trends to be very readable. And since we wanted to be able to work on the site with a bunch of people, and it is an important tool, there are lots of other libraries that are written in Python. So it's easy to incorporate things like custom mail server, task queues into the rest of our code base. Who is this? Founder of Quora. Founder of Quora is not our friend. He is called How Python is Useful in the Industry Level. In one moment, every place, in every company, minimum requirement is Python. Next is PayPal. Maybe you heard about it. It is one of the biggest company in the project level. And Datadog, Amazon, it is one of the most important thing. And see that the company utilizes Python recommendation system, employing AI and ML to analyze customer buying habits and suggest relevant products. Even in my class, I am explaining in my regular session a project called what? Look at my dear students. As a part of my programming, I am going to explain here examples. If you come here, I am going to write it. Here you come to it. Project for data science. Here you observe it. What is the analysis project we are going to do? Pandas, if you see data frame, here you are seeing e-commerce sales analysis. We are developing the project also here. We are developing the project also here. Amazon related project I am going to explain. Next, Instacart. Instacart, co-founder of Instacart. See that what they are saying, how Python is beautiful here. Students, Uber, Uber. See, one of the advanced companies that uses Python is Uber. Beautiful. Pinterest, you already heard about it. How Pinterest is using more than 200 millions of people discover and they do love in Pinterest every month. We rely on several hundreds of Python services and tools power these experiences. See that is a technical lead at Pinterest. He is not a friend. He is not somebody. He is saying that what all these co-founders, and then team leads and all those things. NASA, which is going to be see that Python allows us to tackle the complexity of programs like WAS without getting bogged down the line. 20 minutes after my first encounter with Python, I had downloaded it, compiled it, installed on my Spark station, and it actually worked out of the box. No other language exhibits that trait like Python. See the beauty of it. We are not saying these are all called senior project engineer at United Space Alliance. These are all not friend or some teacher or something. These are all called real cases I'm keeping in front of you. So coming to this left, LYFT, next is called Rackspace. And next, what they are saying here, these are all director and internal application development and Rackspace, Odo, next Booking, These are all called booking.com. It's a big company. Principal data scientist at Booking. Python importance is saying. Robin Hood and next Revolt. See that Open Door is a big company. It's also having senior software engineer at Open Door and how Python is useful. And Made.com and Jopa is also a big company. And next is called JP Morgan's. It's also using Industrial Light and Magic and Active Campaigning. And next is this one. And Affirm. And the next is called Discuse. And these are all called like this. So my dear students, I hope that this entire makes you to understand and what will be the various companies, top companies uses Python. So this entire Python, by seeing this popularity of the Python, one can easily understand that no friend is required to take the opinion because the friends are working in startup and he is a failure candidate. He will try to give something wrong for you. Wrong kind of guidance will be given because of this. Because I've shown you the original resources for you, how Python is important in one individual life in 2024 and how well this Python is useful. And by seeing all these things, this is a content we are going to discuss as a part of full stack developer. So our regular classes are going to start tomorrow. There is a Monday. We are going to start. This new batch is going to start on 2024 December 2nd. On Monday, 6 p.m., our new class is going to start. And this is about my entire discussion in today's class. So coming to this place, we are going to take up into the conclusion. A new batch is going to start for this full stack development on 2nd December 2024 at 6 p.m. by me. It's a KVR. So I'm a doctorate in computer science and having lots of experience in the industry as a solution architect. And we are going to take up such kind of full stack development 2024. Roadmap I explained, prerequisites I explained, and all these things I taught to you. And dear students, and this is my classroom, what I explained it now. So I hope that you people already understand the meaning of this entire thing, students. Now, I hope that this is more clear. So students in online, if any more doubts are there, I will take up your doubts. So, and if you want having like a curriculum, I will show you the course curriculum. I will show you, and I already shown you. And if anybody was there in my class who's going to be something like this, and if you want to come to this place, there is something like if you come to this, there is full stack Python course is available here. So I hope that so in this case, there is a full stack development, Python full stack development. Here it is available. And see that full stack development. This is a course. If you try to observe it from core Python level, I am going to show you. This is core Python level. Observe it now, students. The course itself is so bigger. The content is so bigger. All these kind of course content we are going to cover in the class. And this is only the Python, core Python and advanced Python I am showing here. This is a core Python and advanced Python I am showing here. See the entire number of things here we are going to talk about here. So this is about coming to see how much thing we are talking about multi-threading even. Python database communication even we are explaining. Socket programming I am explaining, and NumPy is going to start. NumPy. NumPy is going to be here. Pandas is going to be here. And next is called what you know. Another thing we are going to have Matplotlib. This is going to be something like this. Matplotlib. We are going to discuss this much of content. This is Django, REST API, and Flask content. And you can see the HTML content is a separate available. With me, this content is available here. And the course content also is shown you what will be the happening here. And I hope so. This is more useful to you people and how it is done. Students, so I hope that it is more clear for this kind of thing. So, Mr. Sai, what will be the duration of this? Now, duration of this full stack Python is My dear students, one thing I will say clearly, after engineering, we completed 4 years, and in the 4 years, we passed so many subjects. But out of that, a single subject is helping me to get the job. Even though we completed 4 years, the content which I shown you, this full stack development, you can keep more maximum 4.5 months to 5 months for completion of this, where you have to attend parallelly. So while attending Python classes, you can also attend UI technologies. Anyhow, in the classroom, we are going to train the students. After attending this complete Python, so after 20 days, after Python course started, or after 10 to 15 days fixed Python courses started, we are making the students to attend UI classes parallelly. We are going to make you to attend the parallelly these courses. We are going to make you to attend the courses parallelly. After the UI is over, we will make them to attend the database. After the database is over, 70% of the Python will complete. We'll make them to attend the dynamic web frameworks, Django, Flask. At the end, we are going to cover the tools. So maximum it will take 4.5 months to 5 months. Maximum you can keep 5 months. You will become a full stack Python developer, where you can crack the job like anything. I shown you product-based companies, 30 product-based companies. Definitely, project-based companies definitely has to follow the topmost companies rules only, because the Python is a trending. In the coming 30 years, Python will rule the industry like anything, students. This is a damn sure, because you can see research and development level, Python already started. Automobile sector, Python already started. In agriculture sector, Python is already started. In financial domain, already. Because I shown you 30 companies. Those 30 companies are available in different places. Right? So, Santosh, is it possible to share the topics covered in the core and advanced Python course? We will be sharing in the class in the November, that is a December 2nd, new batch is going to start now. That time we are going to share it. We will be sharing that kind of thing. This is only the workshop we are giving, how the importance of step-by-step guide for becoming full stack developer. This is what I'm trying to say. So, whatever it is, whether you are non-IT student or IT student with no knowledge is required, no C language, no C++, nothing is required. Whether you are 4 years experienced or 10 years experienced, if you learn complete full stack development, you will become a good software engineer. You will become a good software engineer. This is what is my conclusion. So learning language is not like learning like our colleges, not learning like our institutions. We need to train under real-time industry, under doctorate, you need to guide it. And we are the doctorate in computer science, and we are the industry programmers. We will make you to learn a lot of case studies in the class. That case studies will help you to crack the job in the software field. Okay? Students in online. Now, if any kind of, so Pinky, so the student is asking, sir, are you going to teach the full course or other faculty will also teach? Can you schedule the class of from 7 p.m.? Seema, we are going to have the time schedule, 6 p.m. it is scheduled it. 6 p.m. it is scheduled it. So for building the career, don't compromise with the time, and please try to adjust your time, try to attend at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. to we are going to take up to 8 p.m. So 2 hour session it is. Beginning will take 1.5 hour, 1 hour 20 minutes. Later will take minimum 1 hour 45 minutes will take. Now, coming to know that, and all these kind of things will cover it efficiently and will make you to feel much good in the programming side. And students, and Dhanush Kumar, sir, I don't know any programming language. No problem. I said now just now, you don't worry about any programming language. You need not to know any C language, C++, nothing. I am only taking care about the complete coding in the class. And definitely you are going to become a successful in my class by writing strongest programming in this. Pinky, I am working as a professional and I come home at 7 p.m. every day. Seema, that you try to adjust your time 1 hour before you take a permission. And for few months, if you do like that, next level, you will be going to the next level. Okay, ma. So Pinaki. So that is my advice. So this is my point here. Now, if anybody is having any doubt, and one more thing, JP, sir, will Python make it to gaming industry? Yes, because I'm going to explain the application, especially with Python, what we are going to do it. I'm going to explain the real-time applications developed with Python programming. In my regular class, I'm going to discuss. In second class or third class, I'm going to discuss, my dear students. I'm explaining those kind of things. Nothing to worry about it. Okay. So any more doubts you people are having, I'm ready to clarify by speaking to you. One to one, I will speak to you. Still anybody is having the doubts, I'll explain to you people. So I'm going to take their doubts, students' doubts, I'm going to take it. Now see this, Navneet Sharma, sir, web frameworks will be taught by you, or could you please tell us names of different respected faculty members who teach us different segment of this course? Navneet, one thing I want to tell you, ma, first thing, we will start with the backbone of the Python programming. That is a Python. Let me start by myself. That will build you a lot of career with Python programming. Based on my startup, my concepts, it will make you to understand other things very easily, not a difficult. So at this point of time, we are starting with Python programming and full stack development. Starting part of it, we are going to enter into that. Shush. What is the cost of this course, sir? My dear student, shush. First, you attend our classes, see our quality of training, then we are going to. We are not taking like lakhs of rupees like our previous 22 years education, which is a nominal fees where we are going to collect because we are having so many hundreds of students will available in our classes. We are not going to charge very huge, very nominal amount we are taking. You only will wonderful, sir, how well you are teaching for nominal amount of rupees. Okay. Now, students, I'll talk to Mr. Raj. Mr. Raj, tell me now.
Good evening, sir. Thank you
Good
for
evening,
your
Raj.
explanation.
Thank
You
you.
said one site, na Tibico, that site, the Python
TIOBE,
is world
TIOB.
leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the site, TB, TB.
Mm,
Similarly, in the technology, current technology, which
mm,
technology is in leading? How to
mm.
find out, sir? Do you have any other
That
site?
is what that is what we need to go for. This is technology uses the language. Technology uses the language. Suppose
Okay,
Java
okay,
language used in servlet technology, Spring,
okay,
and Python is used in Django. So based on the language only, technology becomes popular. So
okay,
Python is
understood.
a popular language. So automatically Python related technologies becomes number one only.
Okay. No,
The-
I need find out, like, for example, cloud, if
mm,
you take a cloud, so
mm.
which cloud is leading like that, we can find out in
You
what
can
we call
you
that.
can search in the internet directly. You can search it. What the question you are asking directly you can search it. I shown you the
Okay.
programming language because our full stack development related to that. Now I went to that part.
Okay. Here, yeah, one more doubt. Full
Yeah.
stack and Python both are different or how it is?
Actually, Python means only Python programming will see. For Python, advanced Python. Later, people can
Okay.
learn data science. That they will go for a different domain.
Okay.
And full stack development, Python, along with that, front end will be covered. Dynamic web project will be covered. Databases will be covered. Tools will be covered. Everything will be covered. So only
Okay.
Python also we are offering. Python full stack also we are offering. Only Python if you learn, you have to learn additionally
Okay.
data science also. AI also you have to learn it. Okay, na?
Okay, okay. So, yeah, one more point. My point of view, I'm in
Hmm.
automation and Terraform code level. How it is
Okay.
useful, this one? That is
Actually, you are
my,
writing, I think you are using core Java for test cases, correct?
not core Java. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
it's partially.
Partially. Now,
Yeah.
as of today, many companies are suggesting to their employees, please use
Okay,
Python test cases. All of them, they gave an indication to everybody, use Python
okay.
test cases. For you also, it is most
Mhm.
useful if you learn complete Python. Even you can go to next level to write complete test cases. So I
Okay.
think you might be knowing it. Majority of the companies using Python test cases now instead of core Java level, because the language core Java is a complicated to understand, whereas the Python is easy and easy to integrate because of its versatility and more number of modules and APIs which are available for us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the way you showed in the Python site is,
Mm, mm.
I'm very much impressed, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Raj. Thank you. And another student, Sam. Student name is Sham. Sham.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I'm audible.
Good evening, Sham. Audible, please tell me.
Sir, I have completed my full stack Python development course from Pune, Maharashtra, and
Okay.
initially I completed my Python course from Naresh IT only, and recently
Hmm.
I completed Django API REST API course. But
Okay.
for graduation, it's been 1.5 years.
Mm.
I'm searching for job, but I got interview calls only very less. So
Mm.
I'm searching only. So uh, I'm getting rewards only very less from the companies. So can you?
Now, my dear student, I
Uh,
think you are supposed to keep projects in your resume.
yeah,
So I don't know whether you are from my batch or somebody's batch. I don't know. You have to keep the projects. You have to keep the projects, CDA projects, and these projects. You have to keep it in the resume.
is link is necessary for the projects. I have kept the
Yes,
two
100%. 100% you have to keep the projects. In my
link.
classes, I'm going to keep lot of projects in the class. That
Okay.
project description you have to mention, and you can keep a GitHub link for that. GitHub link you can keep it. You can write that project description here, and you can keep the GitHub link also. Because
Mhm.
project development is compulsory in the programming, that is mandatory. Without project, if you learn the subject, no use.
Yes, I have knowledge of Python, Django, and some front-end technologies.
No, 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 no. Knowledge is different. Knowledge is different. Knowledge is nowhere else related. You have to have project development. To do the
Yeah.
project development, you must have complete knowledge on what deep coding skills is required. As a part of my class, I used to talk about hacker ranking examples. Even yesterday, day before yesterday, I took a hacker ranking example workshop. Even
Mm,
today also, I'm taking this, and Monday new batch is planned for that. So
mm,
you have to do project, my dear students. Without project development, getting the calls is very difficult. You have
yes.
to anything you have to keep projects.
Yeah. We keeping aside projects, and again, I have to integrate my knowledge again with another technology. Is it there require?
No, 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 no need, ma. No need. You whatever you learned it. You learned only, but you have to implement the project. Without project keeping, nobody will call us because your project building and the title of the project is very, very important. For example, you take it. In my classroom, I am going to talk about, you come to this now, Python for data science. I'm going to talk about that this project is a wonderful project. Google Play Store. You have in your mobile, Google Play Store is there. Google Play Store contains lot of apps. Which app is having the highest installs? That type of CSV files you need to take it and see this. Nobody will explain except only my classes will do. App name, category, rating, reviews, size, installs, price, content. How many apps are there here? Some lakh, some 10,000 applications are available. Which app is having highest rating? These projects you have to do it. Then only you will be getting the calls.
Mhm.
Simply completing is nowhere else you will get the calls because our
Mm,
resume weightage is important with the project only. Understand, Sham?
yes.
Right. Next student, something like Ravi Kishore. Ravi Kishore. Ravi Kishore. Ravi Kishore, audible, my dear student. Please tell me. Ravi Kishore, I'm getting low voice, ma. Low voice I'm getting. Ravi Kishore, low voice, ma. Right. Take care. And next, Mr. Shai. Sai.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Sai, please tell me.
Yeah, so I mean, got a clarity on the curriculum that you have showed, but I'm an experienced guy in a different technology. So I wanted to know. So I'm around 4 years experience. So if I want to pursue in Python, how
Mm,
would the approach should be? Because if I say I just have knowledge, it won't be enough, right? So for a 4 years
mm,
guy, uh, I have to project knowledge like a 4 years guy.
mm.
So how would the approach and how would Naresh help me in procuring the job?
That's what I'm saying now. I shown you different type of coding things. I showed you the company names. Those are all company names require what? Lot of coding skills. The coding skills, last class only, in our last workshop only, if you take it, in our workshop, for example, if you come to this, I'm going to take up Python exercises, hacker ranking. You see, my dear students, this hacker ranking problems we are going to implement in the classroom. And if you take it here, and if you go to this, and any company, if we go for it, they will ask this type of hacker ranking questions. And I'm the 5-star rated gold badge data member. I'm a gold data member. I'm a member, dashboard member of hacker ranking. This type of questions they will give you when you go to the companies. This is not possible to a graduate who completed engineering. This is going to be a completely complicated things. Every company is going to give you this type of coding. This is what last class only I explained in the class, how to solve this Python coding. And irrespective of your background, whether you are 4 years or 3 years or fresher or experienced, coding is compulsory. That coding I will explain so perfectly, you can crack the job anywhere else. And coding is not just like this. We are extremely helping to the students in IIT level. Only one thing, Ravi Kishore, I want to tell you, or Shai or Ravi Kumar, I think I'm talking. And this curriculum, what we are explaining, you take any IIT, NIT curriculum you download, take our curriculum, and you can say, once you run this code after typing there, you'll be getting all test cases satisfied. And if you go to this code, if you submit, the hacker ranking directly will test all the test cases in the classroom. All the test cases you see, how many test cases? We are going to deal with how to deal with the test cases. Like that, we will build the code. So I think, Sai, I think you understood. So irrespective of your 4 to 5 knowledge, 4 years or 5 years, after training in this Python, you will crack the interview in any of the companies without any hesitation. I think you are following this kind of concept. Is it clear, my dear students?
Yeah, understood, sir. Thank you.
Right. So, coming to this place and see, in every field, definitely who doesn't have any type of knowledge perfectly, definitely they have to remove it. Definitely they have to remove from the job market. Any person who doesn't have much knowledge, they have to remove. Whether a Python student, Shahil, my dear student. So, coming to the point of it, anybody who doesn't have any knowledge, they are supposed to be removed from the company. And not only in Java, not only in Python, in any field who are not able to cope up in the industry, that is going to be compulsory, they have to remove. And industry is not a government job. That has to be removed from the industry who doesn't have the coding skills. Definitely they will remove who doesn't have the coding skills. So coming to this now, and some student, sir, I'm a BCom general student, third year. Is this course is good for me to learn now? That's what I'm saying. Fresher or experienced or whoever it is, they require complete coding standards. If they doesn't have the complete coding standards, they will remove. Company will remove everybody who doesn't have the coding skills. Even a Python programmer will be removed. Any person can be removed without coding knowledge. So, my dear student, Shahil, I think I made you to understand my point. So, companies will remove anybody who doesn't have the coding skills. So, coming to the point of it, so I think, my dear student, and you are going to understand my thing. So okay, Shahil, I just now I shown you EDA projects, exploratory data analysis, Google Play Store project you have seen. And the sales analysis report you have seen, and banking related project I am going to explain. So many number of projects I'm explained. You can keep it in the resume. Shahil, my dear student, I think I gave you the answer for you. So coming to the point back, I think I made you. Sarita, student name is Sarita. Sarita,
Yeah, hello, sir. Am I audible?
you're audible. Ma, tell me.
Yes, sir. Previously, I was worked with Selenium with core Java automation. I have worked. So recently, I have taken a career break for 2 years. So
Okay.
now, actually, I'm interested in development side.
Okay.
So can I switch to development from automation testing to this
Yes, ma'am.
Python?
That you have actually two routes are there, two success routes you have. One is by learning only Python, you can continue your Selenium test cases you can write with Python. That is one job is secured for you. You can claim your
Okay.
previous experience. That is one thing you are secured. Number two, if you want to completely come into the development by stopping your testing career, you can learn full stack development. Full stack Python, you can learn it and you can claim your previous experience also because Python is a trending. You require only one thing, excellent coding standards required, like hacker ranking problem solving is required. See, the hacker ranking problem itself is not solving, is not a joke because as a test engineer, you know better than me and see how many test cases
Yes.
it is satisfied. All the test
Yes.
cases you need to satisfy. In my class, I'm going to explain a lot of projects with the test cases. Okay, ma?
Okay, sir. So, so if I'll switch to development side, I don't have experience, sir, right? So how they will
No problem,
consider
ma,
me?
because it's a Python, not like other languages. Python is always trending. They will test you your
Okay.
coding standards. Once you are good at coding, everybody will take you. There is no kind of thing like our old way of thinking. Once you know coding well, the people can take you. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, sir.
Right. Right. So, students, Ravi Kishore.
Actually, I am a BBA student. Whenever I
Okay.
am seeing job posts, most of the time the qualification itself is not matching, sir. So, what to do in this
My dear students,
situation?
I'll tell you some examples in my classes.
Yes.
One of the student who is attending morning time, one LLB student is attending, and he was an online only. So that LLB student, I when I spoke to him after the class personally, his relatives were there as a part of my class who is a BCom student. He is working in a company called HCL, and BCom is completely different from the IT. Then he was worked very hard on coding, and he selected in the off-campus interviews, and he is working in the company with a good package. So BCom student and I hope BBA are going to be a little similar or lesser or more or something else. And the thing is, industry is going to look for, as on to the present trend is your coding skills. Now, qualification is not a big criteria now. This is my strong advice to the people. Remove the type of psychological part from your brain. Only one few companies are maybe looking for that, but majority of the people are looking for your talent. Okay.
Okay, sir.
MSc computers, MSc mathematics people are also getting the job. That is what coding power is. Coding skills are very important. That coding skills I will explain you like anything in my class. Okay, now?
Yes. Thank you.
Right. Okay, students, thank you. All the best and don't miss. And the second May, that is our class, will start on 2nd May. That is a December 2nd. Is going to start a new batch 6 p.m. You people and your relatives or any friends of yours you can intimate. Thank you. All the best. Good day.